What is up, Cowboys Nation? Your boy Mike Tag here. Hopefully, you guys are having a good day, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whenever you guys are watching this video. First of all, thank you for all the new subscribers. Channel wouldn't be nothing. The Cowboys Cave would be nothing without you. We're having a great time in the cave. So if you haven't hit that subscribe yet, not sure what you're waiting for, but hit that subscribe. Always hit that thumbs up and leave a comment. Love interacting with all you guys. Whenever I ask these kind of questions, I want to know your opinion because you guys got to level set me. Maybe I'm being a little too positive, maybe sometimes a little too negative. So that's where I need you guys' help. So thinking about it, we had our live fan mock draft last night. Appreciate everyone who participated. Figured out it's a little bit more difficult than you guys thought it was. A lot of criticizing your boy Tag's mock draft that I did, my final mock draft. If you missed that, check it out because it's all about playmakers getting this team to the next level. But there was some questionable picks. There was some good picks. There was some surprise picks, but it was a lot of fun. And we're going to continue it Thursday night. We got a draft day extravaganza. We are going to have a whole crew in the house. You guys are going to be able to pop in. We're going to watch the first round, break the picks down, see what's happening, see what the Cowboys do. Do they trade up? Do they trade down? Do they stay put? That remains to be seen. But hearing a lot of rumors, if you watched me long enough and listened to me yap about the Cowboys in the draft, this year I need playmakers. They really didn't get the playmakers in free agency, which is fine. I said I wanted to get the guts of the team, the meat and potatoes of the team. They did that. They got some free agent linemen. They got some free agent D linemen. They brought in a cornerback. They kind of addressed the areas of need. They brought a couple running backs in, but they didn't get the impact guys at running back, the impact guys at receiver, the impact guy at cornerback. That's what I wanted to see the Cowboys do in this draft. But as it gets closer, just like anything, might be some smoke screens, might be a little buffer, might be trying to throw people, off the scent of what they want to do. But I'm hearing O-line. I'm hearing the Cowboys go O-line. And hey, I love me some O-linemen, but I'm kind of over the O-lineman in the first round right now. You got Guyton last year. You got Tyler Smith a few years ago. Obviously, with what we call the Great Wall 2 in Dallas between Tyron, who's just retired, and Zach, who just retired, and Frederick. You had three, first-round draft picks on the line. I like our line. Is it the best offensive line in the NFL? No, but I don't think it needs to be. I think with the right running game, that's going to make the offensive line look better. If you looked at what the offensive line did the last half of the year, they were actually ranked in the top 10 by a lot of grades by their run blocking, pass protection, time given to the quarterback, and that was Cooper Rush. And that was just with CeeDee Lamb. No playmakers. Not give us the playmakers, the offensive line would be even better. But I'm hearing it. Could they do it? If Will Campbell were to drop down, or the kid from Missouri were to drop down at tackle, could they pull the trigger and get another tackle in the first round? And what does that mean for Guyton if they do that? I think Guyton will take a step forward. He got thrown into the fire at left tackle as a rookie. Not an easy thing to do. Cut the guy a little bit of slack. When they drafted him, everything came out, said he was a little raw, needed to mature, needed to get his feet wet a little bit more. I think he did that. The coaching staff that they brought in is O-line focused, so to speak. So I think you're going to see a leap from Guyton. Obviously, Tyler Smith is going to be Tyler Smith. He's going to be our perennial Pro Bowl All-Pro guy. BB had a really nice rookie season at center. You got Hoffman, you got Bass, you got Richards. They signed some guys, some veterans just in case. And, of course, you got Steele at right tackle, who obviously didn't play great, but did get better 2 years removed from that injury. You did start to see some improvement, especially in the run blocking. Pass protection, he's always been a little iffy. But if we're running the rock, that's going to make things even better because I think this offensive line is built to run the football. So I'm hoping the Cowboys don't make this mistake. Don't get too cute. Don't, get a lineman just because that's what you're comfortable with and that's what you always do. Don't be afraid to pull the trigger and get yourself an impact player. Now, it could be receiver, it could be running back, it could be cornerback. I'd have no problem with any of them, to be honest with you. Cornerback is an area we've talked about. You don't know what Diggs coming off that injury. You lose J. Lou. I mean, you can make an argument if one of the running backs were to fall, or one of the cornerbacks, excuse me, were to fall down in the Cowboys' lap. Would you take him? That'd be hard pressed to argue it. The thing that concerns me a little bit with receiver is you do see a drop off. Running back is very deep, so I think running back, they can go in the third round. I think they're going to get a really good running back. If you saw my mock draft, I had Damian Martinez from the U available, so I would be happy. I would be happy with that pick. I would be happy with that pick, but I just don't want to see the Cowboys drafting an O-lineman with a 12th pick, especially in the draft that I need playmakers. It kind of go against everything I believe. So, Cowboys, listen to your boy Mike Tag. I don't know if I'm crazy because I've been arguing with people because they don't think our offensive line is any good and we need to get offensive linemen. And I'm not saying you don't draft offensive linemen. You can get, there's some good offensive linemen in that 5th round that you can get and develop that could prove to be, starters in the NFL. If you want to draft an offensive lineman, if cornerback gets a little funky and you go running back at 2nd and there's an offensive lineman in the 3rd round, I got no issues with that. If you want to trade down from 12, try and get a couple extra picks, try and get back in the 4th round, get an offensive line, I got no problem with that. But this first pick in this draft has got to be a playmaker. It's got to be somebody that is going to be impact because this team is starving for more playmakers. It's pretty much on offense CD and everybody else. And CD needs some help. To take some of that pressure off. Hopefully Jake Ferguson is going to bounce back and maybe he can be that guy and to take a little bit of pressure off because Dak Prescott loves his tight ends. So if he can do that, that's great. But they need a receiver opposite CeeDee Lamb. Mingo could be the X factor. I did a video on that. I think Mingo is kind of under the radar and maybe getting some unnecessary heat. The Cowboys traded for him in the middle of the season. He had no off season with the team. He's going with a backup quarterback. I mean, really no chance of success, no opportunity for success. So he's got a full off season. So Mingo could be that guy, but we don't have time for could be. We need to get someone else that can at least help. And there's no guarantee with the draft. I mean, there's bust all the time, but at least put yourself in the best position for success. And if you draft a receiver early, I think you got a good opportunity for success. So that's my take. I want to hear yours. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Is your boy crazy? Is he not? But again, thanks for the love. Hit that like, hit that alert because we're dropping videos every now and then, more often now as the season is getting closer and closer. And of course, hit that subscribe. More importantly, I would love to see you guys in the cave Thursday night, live for the draft. We're going to be hanging out. It's going to be a lot of fun. You've got an opportunity to be part of the show. I'd love to have you there. So I appreciate everything. You guys have a great day. I'll see you.
Give me somebody that's hungry. Give me somebody that's hungry. I need somebody.